Hi, my name's Tom. I'm the creator of Basic4GL Mobile. Today I wanted to show you how to take a basic program and run it on an Android phone or tablet. Now this is quite easy to do, and you can do it with the free version of Basic4GL. All you need is a Windows PC, you need an Android phone or tablet, version 4.4 KitKat or later, and a USB cable. First thing that you'll need to do, if you haven't done it already, is install Basic4GL Mobile on your computer. So you go to the Basic4GL Mobile website, so it's basic4gl.net/mobile, and you click either of these two big buttons and download it and install it. The next thing we need is a program to run. Now if you just want to try this out, you can just run Basic4GL and use one of the example programs that come along with it. So you just open up Basic4GL, click the open button, and it should default to the example folder. However, what I'm going to do is I have created a little program called Thumb Gunner. And if I just run that, you can see we've got this little shooting game. You shoot at these planes, you have to lead your shots a little bit. And it's the type of thing I think would work well on a mobile phone, especially in portrait mode. You would just slide your thumb around, that pretty much would be all you do. It'd be a nice little casual game, sort of easy to get into, not particularly complicated. And yeah, so I think that would work quite well on a mobile phone. So that's something I would like to try out and see. So to transfer this onto my phone, the first thing I need to do is install the Basic4GL app. So open up the Google Play Store, search for Basic4GL, select it, install it, yes, and that shouldn't take too long. And then we want to run it once. So just open it up there. And it'll pop up a message saying that it can't find anything to run because we haven't actually put anything on there yet. But the important thing about running it just once is that it causes it to create the Basic4GL folder in the Android file system where we should put the files. So we know once we've found that folder, that's the right place. So now we need to put the files there. And the main file that we need to put there is this one called program.vm. And what that is it's the program compiled into virtual machine opcodes. And that's basically a compiled program, everything that the Basic4GL virtual machine needs to run it. So to create this file, we can just click File, Compile for Mobile, and we can just save it. If I just bring this folder in, we can see there it is. So that was pretty easy, but even easier is we can just go into our Basic4GL settings and tick this little box, create program.vm on compile. And what that does, if I just remove that, what that does is every time you click the go button and run your program, as well as running your program, it will create this file for you, or it'll overwrite it if it's already there and bring it up to date. So now we want to transfer that onto the phone, and this is where we're going to use our USB cable. So I've plugged one end into the computer, and we'll just plug the other end into the phone. Now this particular phone, I need to switch it from USB charging to transfer files. It also throws up a bunch of stuff on my computer screen about synchronizing photographs or something ridiculous. But you just want to get rid of all that. You want to get it into transfer files mode, and you want to get to the point where it comes up as a drive on your computer. So if I just bring up a folder there, and on my one it comes up as Nexus 5X, and then we can drill down, find the main folder, and there should be a Basic4GL folder, and currently it's empty. And what we can do is we can just drag program.vm in there. So that's a program for it to run. The other thing that we need to put in there is any files that it will load at runtime. So in this case it's going to load up the images for the planes and the bullets and the water and so forth. And I've got all of those in this little data folder here. So we'll drag them across. So now that we've copied the files across, we can just unplug this, get it out of the way, run the Basic4GL app, and there it is. And I can play it and test it, shoot down some planes, and I can see how it plays on an Android device, on the particular screen size, how it responds to the touch controls. So that's how you transfer a program onto your Android tablet or phone. Now the last thing I want to show you is how you update it. So let's say we've made some changes on to the PC version. Let's say we'll go down here and I'll change the background color, I'll add a bit more red. So if I run it on the PC, oops, drag it across, didn't mean to maximize it, you can see we've now got this horrible pink background. So how do we get this horrible pink background onto Android? Well, it's pretty much the same process as before. Because I've unplugged the USB cable, I'm going to have to plug it back in. And I'm going to have to go through the same steps. So I need to swipe down from the top to change it to transfer files mode. I need to close all these windows that keep popping up on my computer. And now I should finally be able to open up a file explorer, go to Nexus, internal storage, find Basic4GL, there it is. And it's really just a drag and drop and copy and replace. And the new version's there, ready to run. So to get the new version running, we need to get Basic4GL to run again. Now if we just quit out and jump back in again, it's just going to carry on running the previous version. What we need to do is we push the square that brings up the running programs, and we just swipe it away. And that unloads it from memory, so that now that when we run it, it will start from scratch and it will find the new program.vm and run it, and we have our changes there. So that's it. That's how easy it is to get a program up and running on an Android device in a couple of minutes with Basic4GL Mobile. And remember, you can use a free version for this. And I hope you find it simple, straightforward. You don't have to put your device into debugging mode, for example. You just copy the files across and go. Thanks for watching.